Hi everyone, so we'll be discussing or starting about the analyze phase under DMAIC approach. If you can see on the very starting of the page, we have already discussed about define phase, measure phase, and the third one is analyze. So this is the table which it includes. Basically, it involves identify performance gaps as certain critical root causes and validating the root causes. So basically, identifying performance gaps is to analyze in the process sources of variations and potential causes, that what are the causes of variations and what are the sources, that how we can identify it. Fishbone 5 eyes, these are the tools or sources which we can use and we'll discuss later. Another one is as certain critical root causes. What are the critical root causes and how it needs to be checked and finding out the solution out of it. Validating root cause, how to know these are vital few root causes, through charts and diagrams. We will get to know about it later. First one is the review of process maps. Assembling the right team for root causes, set the agenda for meeting, review the map, document issues, and validate the root causes. So in order to identify the performance gaps, we need to find out the reviewing of process maps. The process maps which already discussed before in the define phase, that needs to be reviewed. It can either be by third person, we can hire a number of people to get the agenda set for the discussions to finding out the variations, deviations out of the processes. Brainstorming the root causes, that's a major most important part, is that brainstorming the root causes helps identify root causes, generates excitement and ideas. So whatever the brainstorming happens, brainstorming is nothing but it's like discussing one topic by number of people together sitting. So it helps a lot to gather and generate the ideas. This is the only way we can gather or generate ideas for the starting up of any business as well. Another point is that creating a fishbone diagram. So this comes under first one, that is fishbone and 5 eyes. So fishbone diagram is a very common quality of tool of quality which can be used by number of processes, right? So the first one, it includes, it also known as cause and effect diagram or Ishikawa diagram. So if you should not be confused with Ishikawa and fishbone because both are same. It represents cause and effects in one picture. What are the causes and what are the effects of it, that will be discussed, to keep the team focused on the causes of the problems rather than the symptoms. So we need to know the causes. Why it is called as a fishbone diagram? Because it acts as a fish wherein this is the face of the fish and here the bones or the skeletons of the fish includes number of pointers here. It can be natural or unnatural resources. We are discussing about the root causes here for any of the issue. Suppose I'm taking about the high average handle time of calls, right? High average handle time, what would be the possible causes for it? It can be a man cause, job knowledge, supervision issue, training, and disciplinary. Second is method. Method is not properly defined. It can be a governance issue, feedback not given, process not standardized, and procedure not defined correctly. Machine issue, system slow, phone issue, keyboard issue. I am hoping this is very clear because this is a very basic diagram. Then it includes a material issue, cannot open file, scanning issue, mother nature, which is not in our hands, absenteeism, attrition, sudden shutdowns. So this is what and how the fishbone diagram is looking like, right? Another one I want to put your attention here is as 5 why analysis. As the name itself describes, about 5 whys, that is the root cause of anything. We need to ask 5 times why it is happening. To arrive at a root cause of the problem, it is actually an iterative probing techniques. Basically it's a questioning techniques, nothing else. No stats analysis required here, simple probing will work. Request is rejecting why. Suppose I'm taking the example of request is rejected by the client. So what is the reason? As info was incomplete. Why the information was incomplete? Relevant information is not provided. Why? No clarity on information. Why it is not provided? Because clarity was not there. Why the clarity was not there? New requirements were not included. Why the new requirements are not included? Because SOPs were not up to date. Make sure that it can be more than 5 as well, till the time you're not asking for, why in the next part. We got the point here now, that SOPs were not up to date. That was the main root cause of this problem. Steps to conduct it: define the problem, keep asking why, root causes identified, highlight it, develop corrective action, and add a date to the action taken. So there is why we got the issue. Now we are working on it. This is what the whole process symbolizes. So we'll be discussing about the another point in our next video.